The Pentagon can release a UFO file, and half the internet suddenly becomes religious again. They just don't notice because the word angel has been rebranded as non-human intelligence. Welcome to Map Autopsy. No ivory tower bullshit here, no algorithmic incense, just the map on the table getting torched. Today's map, alien disclosure. And before everyone starts foaming at the mouth, let me be clear. I'm not saying aliens are fake. I'm also not saying aliens are real. I'm not saying every UFO story is a psyop, hallucination, weather balloon, demon, angel, drone, secret aircraft, interdimensional jellyfish, or just some drunk guy misreading Venus after 3 Coors Lights. That is not the point. The question today is not, are aliens real? The question is, what function does alien disclosure perform inside modern secular religion? Because if you understand that question, the whole map starts glowing. In another episode, I argue that space exploration is like modern religion for secular people. The engineering can be real. The rockets can be real. The data can be real. But the meaning layer wrapped around space does religious work. Space becomes the new heaven. Mars becomes the new promised land. The stars become a far horizon. Launches become liturgy. Countdowns become ritual. Scientists and engineers become priestly mediators. Tax dollars and billionaire capital become offerings. And the "one day we'll get there" slogan becomes the new eschatology. Modernity did not kill religion. It moved the sacred upstairs. But there's a problem. A religion needs more than heaven. A religion needs authority. Plato understood this all too well. In his work, The Laws, which was his last work when he was old and grumpy, Plato's Athenian stranger knows that laws do not hold the society together merely because some clever man wrote them down. Human law is fragile. People argue with it, mock it, break it, negotiate it, vote it away, buy exceptions to it. But divine law? That lands a little differently. If the law comes from the gods, then it is not merely someone's opinion. It becomes cosmic order. It becomes reality itself speaking. This is the old formula: heaven above, law below, divine authority in between. So here's the problem for modern secular man. He still wants heaven. He still wants destiny. He still wants transcendence. He still wants a story big enough to unify the species. But he can't say the word God without getting embarrassed at the dinner party. So what does he need? He needs a divine lawgiver, but not one that looks like a god. Enter aliens. Aliens are the perfect gods for people who don't believe in gods. Think about it. They come from the heavens, but not heaven. They are higher beings, but not angels. They possess superior knowledge, but not revelation. They may have watched us, guided us, seeded us, warned us, judged us, or waited for us to mature, but it's not theology. It's non-human intelligence. That phrase is doing insane religious work while wearing a white lab coat. Non-human intelligence. Not deity, not angel, not demon, not God, not spirit, but intelligence. Clean, technical, secular, and safe. But functionally, it is the return of higher beings from the sky. It is revelation without religion. It is apocalypse with Pentagon branding all over it. And look at the structure. Old religion had prophets. New disclosure culture has whistleblowers. Old religion has sacred texts. New disclosure culture has classified documents. Old religion had temples. New disclosure culture has military facilities, aerospace contractors, black budgets, hangars, and archives. Old religion had priesthoods. New disclosure culture has intelligence officials, pilots, scientists, defense insiders, physicists, and men saying, "Hey, I can't tell you everything, but trust me, I've seen the files." Boy, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Old religion had apocalypse. Apocalypse is unveiling. New disclosure culture literally calls it disclosure. That word is not neutral. Disclosure means the hidden thing being revealed, the veil being pulled back. The secret truth descends from above. That is apocalypse. Look at the etymology. That is revelation. That is the priest opening the curtain and saying, humanity is not alone. Now watch how perfectly this plugs into the space religion. Space exploration gives modernity a heaven. Alien disclosure gives modernity a god. Or at least a god substitute. A higher intelligence, a cosmic observer, a non-human authority, a being above us on the ladder of evolution. And once that symbol enters the machine, the moral commands write themselves. Humanity must unite. Humanity must transcend tribalism. Humanity must stop war. Humanity must protect Earth. Humanity must become planetary. Humanity must prepare for contact. Humanity must mature. Notice the pattern? That is the law. Not law as traffic code. Law as cosmic instruction. And the genius is that it does not sound religious. It sounds scientific. It sounds inevitable. It sounds mature. It sounds like evolution. But structurally, it's the same old move. A higher intelligence from the heavens gives humanity its next command. And this is where the modern mind gets played. Because modern secular people think they're immune to religion because they don't kneel in church anymore. Or they never did. But they will absolutely kneel before the future. They will kneel before progress. They will kneel before the species. They will kneel before the cosmos. They will kneel before advanced intelligence. They will kneel before the sacred as long as it doesn't arrive standing in front of stained glass from medieval times. Give them a burning bush and they laugh. Give them a classified briefing and they lean forward. Give them an angel and they say primitive superstition. Give them non-human biological entity recovered from an advanced craft and suddenly everybody becomes Moses at the Pentagon. Again, this is not an argument that aliens are fake. Honestly, aliens could be real and analysis still holds. That is the part people miss. A thing can be real and still function religiously. The rocket can be real and still function as an altar. The data can be real and still function as scripture. The alien can be real and still function as God. The question is not only what exists. The question is what human beings do with what exists. What meaning do they wrap around it? What authority do they project onto it? What social order does it justify? What new priesthood does it empower? What old religions does it replace? And what void does it cover up? That's the autopsy. Because the void is the real issue. Modernity killed the old gods, or at least thought they did, but it did not kill the human need for vertical meaning. So now the old symbols come back wearing new skins. Heaven comes back as space, angels come back as aliens, prophecy comes back as disclosure, apocalypse comes back as congressional hearing, priesthood comes back as classified expertise. Divine law comes back as planetary ethics delivered by higher intelligence. See you next time.